hit the bar, take flight. Yeah, I've been grinding since a young and they told me my timing was coming. I've been hustling with no fun and forget all the fake.
Well, it wouldn't be Florida without this. A heavy tropical rainstorm coming down just prior to kickoff here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. With the echoes of cannon blast still ringing in our ears from the north end zone, the Bucs were introduced a moment ago, and they are all set as their guys will do battle with the Green Bay Packers. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Fielded near the back of the end zone, and he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. On play action, now Brady. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. Adrian Amos, the safety, able to make the play.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 12 yards there and a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Now Leonard Fournette. Vanderbilt's own Oren Burks had the tackle defensively.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop. From the gun, it's Brady. Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. There he goes, right side. Remember, Charles, this is the #1 defense in the NFL, and they proved their mettle here, forcing the turnover on the opening possession.
And sometimes when you play a team that has that reputation, it's earned it by their play. The psychology is, okay, they're #1. They have to prove it to us, and they tried to attack. They found out that that ranking was real.
And if history is it, and he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Packers have taken the early lead. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. 25-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Looking downfield for Godwin. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And he'll He'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Give them 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Down at the 23-yard line.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On 2nd and 9, Rodgers got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling.
Rodgers pass.
That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. It's caught. Jones. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
2-yard line.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Aaron Jones, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-zip. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 receptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
He's got Evans. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First catch so far for the man who led the NFL coming into the weekend. He's got a 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Shotgun now for Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Kevin King with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ball game.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 20-yard line.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
So many times someone's success is the product of a lot of things coming together really well. And for Aaron Jones in 2019, it all came together for him. He stayed healthy, was on the field for all 16 games, got handed the ball 100 more times last year, and as an end result, broke 1,000 yards in a season rushing for the first time in his career.
The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
Packers. That's the end of the first quarter with the score Packers 14, Buccaneers nothing.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
After the penalty, it's Jones. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 18. 11 yards there, first down. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. A give to Jones. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
Green Bay.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
It's a gain of
ball at the 14 for 2nd and 5.
At the 14-yard line.
Throwing is Rodgers, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. The give is to Jones. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Now Rodgers to the goal line, but it's incomplete. The veteran tight end Mercedes Lewis, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd and goal.
A lot of times it's that first read that you had. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Aaron Jones on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Packers add on to their lead. And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score Packers 21, Buccaneers nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
DJ Logan on the return. The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Working from the gun, it's Brady. He completes it to Evans. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A gain there of 21 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Incomplete.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Brady going deep this time for Miller. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Scotty Miller, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bucs are able to cut into that deficit. They went empty backfield, all their weapons out wide, so there really was no secret here to what they were going to do.
No secret, but they still had to execute it, and they still had to protect the guy throwing the ball, because oftentimes when you empty the backfield, people bring pressure at you. They managed to hold in there and successfully complete the touchdown pass.
Good. Extra point put through by Succop, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the 1st half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
He's tackled at the 29.
2 yards on the 1st down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the 2nd down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed, because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the 1st half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. The 20. And this is caught by Evans. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. For 23 yards, the final tally. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday. Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs are able to make this a close game again.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've seen their 21-0 advantage cut to just 7, so time to go back to work here, 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27
for Green Bay.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost getting into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
He's brought down at the
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Now the all-time leading rusher at Boston College, it's A.J. Dillon. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. And Ndamukong Suh makes the tackle.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. The hit comes late. We saw it. There's your flag.
And we know that there's a guideline, right? Ball's gone. You get 1 step. If you're within 1 step of the quarterback, you can hit him as long as it's still done legally. But anything outside of that, looks like an extra step was involved.
Now a handoff. Running left is Jones. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now a play fake. Rodgers. Complete. This is Lewis. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Lets it go for Nelson. Oh, that was dangerous.
Rodgers pass.
Threw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on 2nd down.
2nd down and 10.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
And that's complete to Adams. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 15 yards on the play. First down.
First down.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, this from 39. Marr able to put this one through. And that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Ryan Suckup set to kick off.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Fielded near the back of the end zone. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff...
And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Credit the sack to Vita Vea.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go into the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
To try again after the sack. Rodgers is caught here by Adams. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
One of the underrated aspects of Davante Adams' game is his toughness. He had to battle his way through injury last year, and while his numbers may have dipped, he was still the #1 target for the Green Bay Packers and their quarterback, Aaron Rodgers, and still one of the best receivers in the league. Constantly works on his footwork, constantly works on how he gets away from defenders in order to get open. He's a guy that number 12, his quarterback, trusts implicitly.
That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
1st down, Green Bay.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Again, it's Jones. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, "Are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down." They love being physical.
Rodgers throwing quickly out to Adams. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And a nice run there, going to take this close to the 1st down marker at the Bucs 35. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
The 2nd and 10 now as we roll along in the 3rd quarter from Tampa. And he'll be taken down at the 34. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 20-yard line. Rodgers finding Adams for a Packer first.
And a Packer first down.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Mercedes Lewis. His second touchdown on the season. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
TJ Logan on the return. The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Brady. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Brady. He finds his target. It's Evans. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
A gain of 6 yards.
Good catch there by Mike Evans, and his ability to get downfield and create big plays is something that Tom Brady hasn't had on the perimeter in the last few seasons. Mike Evans often fools defenders with his speed because he's so long. People think he can't be that fast, but he is, and combines it with terrific hands and makes big catches.
And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. First carry now for the backup, LaShawn McCoy. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13.
1st and 10.
Oh, he's got it going early in this one. That's the shady McCoy. That's vintage right there, right? Breaking tackles, creating explosive runs. And if they don't take care of this early, look out. This guy's got a big, big day.
You know where he got that nickname Shady, by the way?
I know you're going to educate me on it. Help me out.
Mama gave him that name when he was a youngster.
And if Mama named him Shady, we're going to call him Shady.
Absolutely. Back now in Tampa. It's Buccaneer football, but they've got work to do. They find themselves behind here to start the 4th quarter. To throw again on 2nd down. Brady. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 36. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Brady now to throw. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
Interesting note about our two quarterbacks, Brady and Rodgers. This is sort of a rubber match for these guys. They've been around a long time. We all know that, but they've only met twice before, with Rodgers winning in 2014 and then Brady leveling the score in 2018.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
At the 22-yard line.
On first down, Brady. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
At the 12-yard line.
A shotgun give to Fournette. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up first and goal.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. From the gun, it's Brady. Toward the pylon, caught. And he is out of bounds here. Nice gain of 8 that time, but it's second and goal.
A gain of 8 brings up second and goal.
Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on second and goal? They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Leonard Fournette, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs are able to cut in now to that deficit. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
22.
Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line.
At the 27-yard line.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Yeah, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it. And let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. First and 10.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it second and 4.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
Now they face a third down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. And that is incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. But he hits his target, the tight end Lewis. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling.
First down.
Now a draw play. This is Jones. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And now defensively they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
Aaron Jones brought down at the 23-yard line. It's a gain of 11, and it's third down.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Rodgers going to throw. And Adams has it complete. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. Rodgers now to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Come on, QB, come on. Kill.
Shotgun now for Brady. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. That's going to bring up fourth down. Only a gain of 2 there. Short play like that in this situation this late, that's a win for the defense.
No doubt. And I remember something Coach Madden used to talk about all the time. Sometimes you can't just take what the defense gives you. You have to take what you need. And in this case, the offense is taking what the defense is giving them, not what they need.
The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important fourth down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll go for it. It's Brady. And this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. He will push his way down to about the 14.
For Green Bay.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
The Packers looking to get out of here with a win as they take the knee.
A loss of a yard on the play. And it's 3rd down.
And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs.
Today's final score.
Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Or are you one of those guys that's skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Got your notes laminated, because, you know, open-air booth, that rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it.